and Assalamualaikum to Prof. Azali, our lecturers of ECN3100-9, Principles of Economics, and audience. We are from Group 2 and proudly want to share this video on monopolistic competition between McDonald's and Burger King. Before we begin, let us introduce ourselves first.
Hi, my name is Atikah Binti Mohamad Lutfi with matrix number 201355.
Hi, my name is Ainul Farisha Binti Mohamad Faiz. My matric number is 204184.
Hi, I am Nurul Izani Binti Abdul Ghani and my matric number is 202703.
Hi, I am Ummu Iffah binti Muhammad Yunus and my matric number is 200372.
Hello everyone, my name is Nadzirah M.Amin. My matric number is 202329.
In this video, me, Ainul Farisha and Ummu Iffah will explain further about the monopolistic competition between McDonald's and Burger King.
In this video, we have divided into 6 parts, which are definitions of monopolistic competition, price and output in monopolistic competition, companies under monopolistic competition, companies background, comparison McDonald's versus Burger King, and economics analysis. Before we start, we should know what is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition is a type of imperfect competition that sells products that are differentiated from one another as goods but not perfect substitute, such as from branding, quality, or location. In monopolistic competition, a firm takes the price charged by its rivals as given and ignores the impact of its own price from others' firms. There are several price and output that we can get from this monopolistic competition. The first one is short-run monopolistic competition. Here is how short-run monopolistic competition looks like. We can see monopolistic competition that take place among firms that distribute differentiated products that are not perfect substitutes. The firm has downward sloping demand curve because their products for each firm are different. The company can maximize their profit by producing the quantity where marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. Lastly, the demand curve for the company in the short run is highly elastic and not a flat curve. The second price and output is long-run monopolistic competition. Basically, when a current company in an industry earns profits, it boosts other companies to enter the market, and when existing firms make deficit, other firms exit the market and the demand curve shifts to the right. From this concept, we have two fast food companies that suitable to be related with under monopolistic competition, which are McDonald's and Burger King. Why did McDonald's come out with the Big Mac sandwich? McDonald's invented the Big Mac because its competitors offer similar enough regular burgers that McDonald's lose its monopoly profits. The Big Mac restored those profits at least until Burger King come out with the Whopper and other fast food restaurants develop their own special burgers. For Burger King, they emphasize its flexibility when they market "Have it your way." McDonald's tries to appeal to children with Ronald McDonald, Playground, and Happy Meals. Each company is aware of what their competitors charge. Next, let's move on to the company background. McDonald's is the world's leading quick service restaurant chain with more than 36,000 restaurants worldwide, serving more than 69 million customers daily in over 100 countries. In Malaysia, McDonald's serves over 13.5 million customers a month in 300 restaurants nationwide. For Burger King, it's founded in 1954. Burger King is the second largest fast food hamburger chain in the world.
Burger King commenced operation in Malaysia in 1997 with the opening of its first restaurant at Sungai Buloh Overhead Bridge.
So, do you wonder what are the reasons we choose to compare between McDonald's and Burger King? This is because McDonald's has the largest restaurant chain in the world. In 2018, McDonald's had more than 27,855 outlets across the globe. Can you imagine how many more outlets they have opened now? So, we move to Burger King. In 2018, Burger King reported that they have more than 17,796 outlets in 100 countries. So, can you see the differences in the number of total outlets McDonald's and Burger King have? The differences in the number of total outlets make us want to compare between McDonald's and Burger King considering they are both fast food restaurants. So, considering they are both fast food restaurants and they are both offering burgers in their menus, it makes them the perfect companies to be put under monopolistic competition. So, we will compare them in terms of price range. You can see that the price range for McDonald's burger are more expensive than Burger King's burger. In Burger King, consumers can still afford to buy a burger under 10 ringgit, but in McDonald's, none of the burgers have the price below 10 ringgit like Burger King. Next is the comparison between the products being offered by McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's offered a variety of dishes other than burgers. They offered fried chicken, chicken nugget, porridge, kids set, breakfast set. They also have a sub-branch called McCafe, which focuses on desserts and coffee, and also carbonated beverages. On the other hand, Burger King offered twice the variety of burgers compared to McDonald's. They offered salad, fried chicken, french fries with topping, breakfast set, but they don't have sub-branch like McDonald's, but they do offer dessert and also carbonated beverages. So we can see that their menus are kind of the same concept, but they have additional here and there. Lastly is the comparison in terms of marketing strategies between McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's has a strategy called the franchise model, where 85% of the outlets are being operated by the franchisees and only 15% being operated by the company. Next is advertising. Both fast food restaurants implement this strategy, but McDonald's is more obvious doing this strategy compared to Burger King. Next is sales promotion, whereby both McDonald's and Burger King are doing very vigorously. Next is personal selling. Personal selling is more significant with Burger King, where they use their menu to maintain their regular customer. Next is public relation. Both McDonald's and Burger King are implementing this strategy. Next, McDonald's implement direct marketing, while Burger King implements market-oriented pricing strategy. Lastly, while McDonald's implements psychological pricing strategy, Burger King implements bundle pricing strategy. So, we can see from all of the strategies being implemented, some of them are being applied by both fast food restaurants and some are just being applied by one of them. It shows how they compete in this monopolistic competition. Now, we're moving on to the economic analysis of the company, which are McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's is a well-established and growing business. It has efficiently managed to end up with a huge amount of earnings every year. Therefore, it has an adequate number of investors. The adequate number of investors invest largely and help McDonald's maintain its competitive advantage. McDonald's is a well-funded company that has the capability to cost extremely low on its product and end up with a higher benefit. Other companies that are restricted on resources cannot charge low, as they have to fulfill their costs. McDonald's sales largely depend on the economy of a country. Therefore, if a country's economy faces recession, it also tends to have a bad impact on the McDonald's sales volume. Burger King has 18,838 stores spread across about 100 countries worldwide. It is the 6th largest fast food chain in the world and serve over 10 million customers per day. The chain's strong global presence is undeniably a major strength. Currently, 90% of Burger King is franchised, with over 15,000 outlets being owned by franchisees. To own its franchise, you have to pay a $45,000 franchise fee and a minimum initial investment of $317,100. It is the most affordable franchise. But Burger is considered over-dependent on the US market, since about 44% of Burger King's restaurants are based in the US and contributed $9.2 billion of its revenue. This exposes nearly half of the company's revenue stream to any challenges in the US market. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.